everybody, we're coming at you today like a bunch of ghosts. Ooh, we're talking about Fantome. Be prepared for Matchmaker to have 14 of them per battle for the next little bit because it is the new present. Now, Benedict, did you give us a prank or something that spanks? Let's find out. We're going to play some battles. We're going to go over all of the stats of the tank. Is this good? Is it bad? I've played a few games in it already, and I'm going to give you my recommendations for equipment. So we'll definitely check that out here in just a couple moments. We're going to switch over and get right into it. And then we'll play a couple battles and see how we do in this crazy matchmaking. Let's do it. Characteristics of the vehicle. Here we go. We're going to talk about this right now. Now, I put a very good crew in it, as well as I did the field mods, and I'll go over those for you in just a little bit as well. And we're going to talk a little bit about the overall of the tank. So let's talk about the vehicle characteristics of the Fantome and what I think of it. So damage, 360 per shot, 260 is the pen, and you've got 4 shots with a 3.5 second interclip. And I'll tell you why that 3.5 second interclip is super important in just a moment. The rest of the stuff, 13 degrees of gun depression because it has the same thing as the STV1, that pneumatic suspension. So it does go up, which is beautiful for hills or peeking over ridges, things like that, to take shots to make your tank as small of a target as possible. Dispersion, 0.33. This is with all of the equipment, all of the skills and everything. It starts out, I believe, at 0.38. So I did what I could to try to bring that dispersion down to make it super beneficial. Next, what we're going to talk about is we're going to move on. 1,860 hit points. Do not count on the armor. It doesn't really work. Top speed, 51. Not bad. The specific power to weight, 21, is also not bad. Camo value with this setup, I have 39.6. That is quite good, and 443 view range. So the view range is not the greatest. Couple of options. If you're a view range guy like myself, you could probably swap vents out for optics if you want to. With this tank, I went with vents for the very simple reason. So the reason I chose vents is because it helps with the dispersion. So when we're taking a look right now at the vents and we take out the optics, for instance, just for fun, and you put the optics in, you lose 0.02. So it goes to 0.35, and you lose a little bit of DPM in your reload. So, and you do gain great view range at 382, but you can swap that out, like I said, for the vents. You lose quite a bit of view range, but you gain on camo, you gain on dispersion, and you gain on DPM and reload. So for me, the vents trade-off here in this particular tank felt like it just improved more of the tank than the optics, but optics is definitely still an option. Other things that you may want to do is a spotting build on this thing as well. It may actually really work. I also wanted to let you know the ammo rack on this thing is super susceptible to being hit. So I totally went with the Survival Improvement Suite Level 3. Gives you 9% hit points to your vehicle, but internal module durability is huge on this. So it basically really helps out the health of your internal modules like the ammo rack. The other option I went with was V-stabs because I want, when I'm turning my gun to aim at another tank, if I shoot one, I don't want my bloom to be as big as it can get and then have to wait that 3 seconds basically again for that bloom to close. So V-stabs really will help you with that as well. So that's why I chose that for equipment. The next thing that I did was field mods. Now,
Expecting visitors today?
Thor, thank you very much for the follow. So everyone, with field mods, I was undecided on the first one, so I just left it alone. I did, however, choose improved sight because the smaller aiming circle made sense to me for the dispersion during movement and hull traverse over that. So it was, for me, it was a good choice just to bring that down a little bit. Next, for me, the highly reflective, I went with the plus to concealment as opposed to suspension repair speed and reverse speed. To me, this just, if you're not seeing, you're doing better. And I also went with breech tweaking. And the reason I chose breech tweaking over new aiming gears, because you'd think new aiming gears would be the way it goes. Faster aim speed and the smaller aiming circle. Remember how earlier I said this would be important, that 3.5 second interclip? Because of this, the aim time on the tank is 2.65. So even if you have faster aim speed and after smaller aiming circle after firing, you still have to wait that 3.5 seconds. So this isn't really super helpful. Whereas you can get a faster reload and be able to shoot a little bit quicker. I felt like that was the definite advantage for me. And Dez, I heard Dez talking about that as well, and I believe that is his opinion on it as well. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And I did take my secondary as survivability. All right. Very long section this time. Sorry, it's a new tank, and I don't know if everybody's covered it yet, but that's what I did with field mods. And now we're going to play a couple battles and see how it goes. All right, so there's only 2 Phantoms per team. Not bad. The penetration values, 260 on the standard, like I said, but your heat or your premium round, 300, which is not bad. And after the game, we'll take a look and see how much ammo costs as well. So we're going to shoot a game of only gold. And then next game, I'll try a game of only standard rounds. See how it goes. Hit the house. Unfortunate. Not bad. 3 for 4. It's sad we lost that Manticore, though. That's super rough for us. We'll see how the rest of the game goes, though. So as you can see, like with the aim time between shots, see how long that takes to aim? I'm going to flex, see if I can help the heavies. Oh, beauty. Tracked. You repaired. Nice. See how the aim time is right in line with the interclip? So it finishes just as the interclip does. All right, let's see. That was great. Not bad. Reload the clip. 28 seconds for 4 shots of 360 is not bad either. (9-2). Patton's back there. I got 2 shots. I'm going to get those 2 shots in. Hopefully get a 2,800 damage game in. Oh, I hit him. I hit something. Okay, our heavies are doing not so great. Let's go up and see if we can help the heavies now. This final reload. 2,500, not bad. So we're at it. We're going to see what we can do here to hopefully have it. But so far, I'm going to tell you, I've enjoyed the Phantom. It does not feel like a prank. But we're going to play another battle and see how it goes. Well, 2,500 damage. We may have a blind hit. Overall, not terrible game. Definitely feels not bad. Not bad at all. I don't mind it so far. So, and the battle pass started today as well. All right. Let's play the next game in the Phantom. So we played 4 games in it. 9,000 is where I'm at so far in the Phantom. It hasn't been bad. All right, second game. All tier 9s again. All Phantoms this time. See how we do. It's going to be a lot of hill crap that's going to be played for sure. So we're going to see what we can do the best here we can. So yeah, a bunch of Phantoms going this way, which I figured was going to happen. You can see the ones that went with turbo. Ricochet. Coming in from behind. I don't want to lose any hit points because I want to rush them and take some damage. Or do some damage. Oh, f*** off. Whoops. My bad. Oh, I'm actually enjoying this tank very much. So focused around. We got this. We got to be careful of this. Not sure if what he was thinking, but I'll take it. Conk's dead. Okay, that Phantom's dead. All right, 2,800. Let's go. Focus up. Try to get one more reload in. Hopefully, we don't take any shots in the back. This guy backs off. And we did. Unfortunate. Not sure from where. What? Hello? Not 100% sure where, but you know what? I'll take it. 2,800 damage and 2 kills. Not bad. I'll take it. I'm curious where I hit that conk. Got a full health Phantom we do still. His name is TH Shady Sandy Wang. And our arty is Shippy Fingers. Okay, this is not bad. He's toast. Oh. As you can see, you're not really depending on the armor on this tank. So there's that. And we're going to do one more game and see how it goes. Let's go. What do we got? One Phantom. Okay. All right. That's not bad. Tier 10 game. I think I'm going to try playing the field. I never really play over there much, but I got a pretty good spawn. And the castle with no armor will be not the funnest place to play, I think. All right, let's do this. So the plan is here. What we're going to do is we're going to drive up, we're going to overpeak the edge and see what we can find. And hopefully there'll be a tank there that we can poke at, get some shots in, and back off. We can use that 13 degrees of gun depression too. It's super, super huge for the ledges like this. So just give me 1 second. Let's see if we can hit this. See, look at that gun depression. Like, you can make your tank as tiny as possible as a target, and it's super flat. Should get that spotting some, yeah. Spotted the Phantom. Borat spotted me on his way out, I'm pretty sure. Not bad. Let's back off, reload. Got a couple shots in. Like you see, the gun handling is not bad. I feel like I can hit my shots. I don't feel like I'm constantly fighting with the gun with this setup, and I feel it works quite well. So I'm going to give it a go. We're winning the heavy side, it looks like. Do want some damage, so I'm going to try something. Because I have great gun depression. Nice. Now we made the patent pay. Okay. Nice. I'll take it. I did take way too much damage there, but I feel like we did okay with getting those shots in. Now we're going to wait for our reload, then we're going to push in again. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. 2,500, 800 assists, 34 combined. Not bad. Take it. Let's go. Not bad. I'll take it. 3,000 damage, 881 assists. A solid game. We've been averaging about 2,500 to 3,000 damage a game. There's going to be some people that are going to rock in this tank. There's going to be some people that's going to make it a little frustrating. The gun handling, you really, you have to wait for that aim on the first shot, usually. Then after shots, if you're firing at the same target, the 3.5 second reload interclip is super helpful because it actually makes you aim all the way in. So this was the after battle results. We finished on damage, third on damage, 2975. Credits, I lost 28,000. I don't have any boosters running or premium time on this account. I would have definitely made credits on this one. So we would have made 90 right there. So we probably would have made 100,000 plus for sure if we were running boosters. And the ammo costs are 863 for the standard round and 4,100 for the premium round. So keep that in mind. If you're firing a lot of gold, you're probably not going to be making a lot of credits. All right. Final thoughts. Benedict Cumberbatch nailed it. This is a fun tank. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be really enjoying this vehicle. It's better than Patton the Prank, and it's definitely better than the G-Sor, which wasn't a terrible tank. But this one's a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy it. So, Benedict, thanks for the good tank. Appreciate it. Cheers, everybody. As always, hopefully you'll see you again next time. And hope everybody has an amazing, amazing weekend. Cheers. Good vibes. Peace.